Science today is considered as the sole torch bearer of the human quest for truth, as its foundation lay on inquiry, rationality, and logic. On the other hand, religion, which is attributed with dogma and faith, faces the tough challenge to present a scientific understanding of the universe. However, the Vedantic theology addresses the challenge very nicely, as it offers us an alternate paradigm to reconcile faith and reason, which is otherwise not so much evident in Western religions. Athato Brahma Jigyasa, the very first aphorism of Vedanta Sutra, urges a seeker to approach the highest understanding of reality, and Srimad Bhagavatam, the natural exposition on Vedanta Sutra, further grounds its theology through inquisition. Tasmat Gurum Prapadyeta Jigyasu Sreya Uttamam. In fact, right from the very outset, Srimad Bhagavatam narrates the greatest philosophical discourse of all time. Emperor Parikshit and sage Sukadev, accompanied by other stalwart scholars, reflect on questions like how many layers of fundamental space and time exist in the universe? What are the elementary principles of creation? How does subtle matter gives birth to gross matter? How are the living beings generated? And what is the mechanism of their annihilation? What are the different scales of time? What is atomic time? And what is the nature of time at gross level? Is it same as the nature of time at universal scale? And many more things. Adding to this, the Bhagavad Gita, which is another great work on the Vedantic theology, presents a profound framework of inquiry. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Just try to learn the absolute truth through inquiries from a bona fide source. This very knowledge of the Vedas is further expounded and disseminated by great Vedic scientists and philosophers led by Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva, and Sri Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya, in particular, instructed his prominent students, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, to explore Srimad Bhagavatam, which he considered as the highest authority of all Vedic texts. Youngest among his followers, Jeev Goswami, who was the foremost scholar of his time, established the biggest library of that era in Vrindavan, and also established the highest level of scientific temper for Bhagavad Vedantic theology via his masterpiece, the Shad Chandharvas. His thesis was defended at the Royal Assembly of Jaipur and later on elaborated by Vishwanath and Baldev, who produced the greatest ever philosophical exposition on Vedanta Sutra, the Govinda Bhashya. Following the tradition, Babu Kedarnath, one of the most prominent magistrates of colonial India, revolutionized the Vedantic theology through prolific vernacular decimation, and his brilliant son, Bimala Prasad, even wrote commentary on Surya Siddhant at a very young age and was then awarded with the title Siddhant Saraswati. Following in his footsteps, his foremost student, Abhay Charnarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, took the scientific temper of Vedanta theology to the next level by establishment of Bhaktivedanta Institute, led by his scientist students Dr. T.D. Singh, Richard Thompson, Michael Cremo, Bob Cohen, Akhand D. Das, and many more. And even today, with great determination, the followers of Swami Prabhupada continues the legacy by inspiring a consciousness-based paradigm for serious consideration of scholars.